Welcome to Awaken You Yoga and Healing Center, and I'm Shelly. Today's practice is a morning wake up 15-minute yoga stretch. I'm a huge proponent of props, so any prop that you would like, blanket, bolster, blocks, they are all welcome. And unroll the mat, unpeel the edges, and together, my lovely friends, let us do this. My lovely friends, or if this is your first time, welcome. Grab yourself a pillow, or you could use a block for a little support underneath of your sit bones. And together, as we start this morning stretch to kind of getting us woken up, getting our bodies moving, find a crisscross applesauce that suits you. I know that at the beginning of a practice, it can bring up a lot of the feelings and the body. So really just find yourself in that comfortable seat, moving the sit bones, the meaty part of the butt away from the sit bones. And we'll start with a big, beautiful breath that raises up. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing the right hand to the knee and the left hand behind you, bringing in a big breath here. Exhale it out. Welcoming whatever is going on in your body today. Exhale it out. Inhale, meet me back at center. Arms reach high over the head. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. The hand sits on the right knee. Exhale, reaching behind you here. And finding that edge, that space between too much and not enough. Often when we practice something, even if it's yoga or stretching, we forget about that beginner's mindset. So whether you are a beginner or beyond, I welcome you to get back to the basics of your body as you breathe it in. Exhale it out. Inhale, raise the arms high, high, high up to the sky. Palms reach together, kissing palms high, wide open, starfish hands. Float them down to the heart center. And here, just take a moment and bat your eyelashes closed. Welcome a breath that comes in through the nostrils. Perhaps shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears, exhaling, melting the shoulders away with a sigh of relief. We're gonna take 5 of these breaths. So bring that breath in, shrug the shoulders up, 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 hold everything in. Exhale, soften. 3 more. Bring that breath, welcome breath with a smile. Exhale, let it go. We welcome a good day. Thoughts of gratitude. Exhale, let it go. Last one, really hold, bring everything in. Exhale it out. And maybe you could bring the hands to your hearts and you could whisper or think, I am grateful for, I am grateful for, I am grateful for. And just take a small moment to allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be grateful, to be alive today, to be grateful to show up on your mat today with me. And in this moment, we set an intention for ourselves, an intention for our day. Perhaps there's something you're struggling with. If we're struggling, then we could use a positive intention to help get us out of this funk. A positive intention that only you know that you need. Wonderful work with the breath. Bat the eyelashes open. We're going to come on all four in a tabletop position. And if you have hard floors, which a lot of us do, even if we have a nice carpet, you can grab a blanket here to offer some support to the knee joints. In yoga, we always want happy and healthy joints. And we're always taking care of everyone else, so take care of yourself. You can get that blanket underneath of the knees. Wide open starfish hands here. In yoga, we have these touch points in the pads of our hands and each fingertip. So mindfully pressing each of those finger pads down into the earth, rolling the eyes at the elbow forward to the short edge of the mat. From here, we're going to take a big inhale, arch the spine up tall, 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 raise the spine, or flex the spine here. Breathe a big breath in as you tuck your chin into your tail. Exhale, sink, and here's your arch. Bring the tail and the chin up to the sky. And I know as a beginner, sometimes it can feel awkward. Yoga is all about embracing the awkward. And this good morning stretch, life can be very awkward and our bodies can feel awkward, but we're embracing that awkwardness. So here, take that big breath. Exhale. And now allow a little free expression. One of the many reasons I fell in love with yoga is because there's this freedom within it. So maybe exhale and look behind the heel. Allow the hip on the opposite side to pour open. Inhale to center. Exhale, allow the opposite hip to peel open here. Wonderful work, my beautiful friends. And from here, walk the hands forward and then really hug the elbows in. Notice that the elbows are winging out. Hug them into the sides and then bring your chin to your heart, down all the way to the earth like a little inchworm. Inhale, Bhujangasana for a little back bend cobra here. Breathe in a big breath. Exhale, you can soften down a little bit. Inhale, raise up and get this lovely heart opening here. And then you can peek behind the heels on one side with a big breath that radiates in the back of the heart center for this wake up good morning stretch. Exhale it out. Inhale back to center. Really notice that the shoulders are slumping forward and really engage, open them as you squeeze the back of the shoulder blades together like you're pinching a pencil or a beautiful feather. Exhale, look to the opposite heel. Breathe that breath in. Exhale it out. Wonderful work. Back to center. Just take a moment, relax your third eye, your forehead down on the mat. You can hug the inner thighs and the gluteus and the booty together. And then we're going to inhale, we're going to raise up, squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the insides of the thighs here for a locust pose. So we're just lifting up everything, or maybe you've heard of this as Superman. Just lift your body up and then exhale, fold down. Inhale, raise it up. Find that activation, that heat, that turning on of the muscles of all of the legs and the gluteus, the booty, even the back muscles of the back body, even that front of that heart. We're peeling it open. Exhale, fold forward. One more time as we inhale, raise up, 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 up. Hold here, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful work, my friends. Hands engage onto the earth. Tops of the feet are going to post up, and then we're just going to press back. From here, we're going to find an extended variation of a child's pose. I love to do this with a prop, so you can grab a bolster here if that feels good. Big toes, kissing big toes. Knees can open up wide here, and then exhale, fold your heart forward. And understanding that yoga is a practice, it's not a perfect, and it's not a one-size-fits-all. So if you have a block and your sit bones are not allowing you to lean all the way back, you can grab that block and you can put it right underneath of your sit bones. Sit bones are what you would think. It's those bones we sit on. This is kind of like the front of the pelvis here that pours forward. It's feeling a little awkward, so you can kind of find what your body needs here. And exhale the arms forward. If using the bolster or the pillow is not working for you, you can get a little bit more of a lovely stretch by posting the fingertips up high. Inhale as you sink the back of the heart. Exhale. Really, if you can, reach forward, expanding and growing each vertebrae, turning on the muscles in the fingertips, the palms of the hand, turning on and igniting the biceps and the triceps. And even here you get this beautiful stretch in the sit bones and the hamstrings and the glutes. And I'm even feeling it really nice there in my groin area that might be sore. I'm just opening that every day is a new day in yoga in your body. And we're not always going to feel the same way. And from here, I know my right foot is kind of barking at me. And so I'm going to post up here, and then we're going to exhale, walk the hands to the left side of the mat. So really expand the right side body if you're on the same side as me, or if you're mirroring me, it'll be your left, and compress at the opposite. Breathe a breath in. If it feels good, you can lift your forehead off of the earth. Just be mindful that you're not collapsing the neck and you're not overextending. So just removing the wrinkles from the neck. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Maybe reach a little bit more forward. Exhale. Inhale as you walk to the opposite side of the mat. And noticing what you notice in your spine. Noticing that expanded open body and that compressed other body. Really breathing into the heart. Exhale it out. Wonderful work, friends. Walking back to center. And you can just walk the hands back towards the knees and bring your body up on the heels of your feet if that feels good. We're going to reach for those blocks here. If you don't have the blocks, you're more than welcome to use the earth, and just making sure that your hands are underneath of your shoulders. So you can grab those blocks and put the hands kind of underneath the shoulders as we come forward. We're going to step that right foot forward. And again, we're using the comfort of the blanket here. In yoga, we have 4 touch points on the foot, 2 in the front pad, 2 in the rear heel pad. So we're going to connect those touch points to the earth. And from here, we're going to align the ankle to the knee. And we're going to use the blocks, and you can kind of just take a little journey. You can release the top of the hind foot if that feels good, or post it up. And just take a little stretch here in the front of the hip. If it feels good, if it's feeling really tight here, you can also walk and angle the toes off of the mat just to get more of a hip opener. You can walk forward here. If that's not working for you, that's okay. You can walk back. So just take a moment to inhale. Walk forward on your little stilt blocks. Exhale it out. Just explore what's up in your foot today, your calf. Feel what it's feeling like in your body. Walk it back. Inhale it out. Exhale. And maybe just take a moment to rock a little bit. You can even rock side to side. Explore what's happening in your hip. I know off and on I get this like kind of sore hip. So for me, it does feel really good to walk those toes off of the mat and almost come forward and almost like you're dipping the pelvis down, and inhale the chin up to the sky. Exhale. And even those sore spots in the body, really explore that soreness with breath and movement, and maybe a little bit of rocking motion. And from here, we're going to walk back, bringing the blocks underneath of the shoulders. So we're going to take the opposite hand as the foot that's on the earth. So for me, it's the left. My right foot is on the earth. We're going to place this hand firmly on the earth from the tummy. We're going to reach for the top of the thigh on the opposite side, and we're going to exhale and twist here. If it feels good, you can put your hand at your hip. You can take a little cactus arm, a little stick 'em up arm, or exhale that arm, stack shoulders over shoulders, getting a little twist here, a little detoxification. In yoga, every time we twist, it's like wringing out our internal organs, wringing out our spine, and getting all the yuck out. So breathe it in, exhale it out. Big full breath in, exhale, bringing that hand back down to that block, my beautiful friends. And once again, just taking that little rock side to side, or forward to back, maybe a little side to side. And then we're going to use that opposite foot and get back on those knees. So if you want to take a little kind of neutral spine, find that tabletop position. We call this tabletop because, right, we're on all fours. Now we're going to reach for those blocks if that's what you prefer. We're going to root that leg that was just up on the earth and step the opposite foot forward. So once again, tune into your body and the alignment of your joints. In yoga, we always want healthy joints. Align the ankle, the knee over the ankle. Check out the hip if it's really dipping in. You can even peek behind and check out this foot if it's going way out or way in. You can post up here, or you can release it long. We're going to exhale back, come a little forward, inhale, and explore. Once again, if your hip is feeling really tight, it might feel really good to angle the toes off of the mat in a 45-degree angle. You can dip forward, tilt that pelvic wall down. Pelvic wall, right, is just that pelvic region. You can tip the chin up. You can exhale, walk back. Just explore. And once again, find a free expression. And know that in yoga, as your instructor, I'm just here as a guide. And if there's anything that doesn't resonate or feel good, listen to your body. Back off when it says back off, or perhaps push yourself to go a little deeper when maybe you think you can't. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Wonderful. And from here, my lovely friends, so opposite hand of the bent knee is going to be positioned underneath of that elbow. Hand reaches for the top of the thigh. Exhale, dip that same-sided shoulder down. Opposite shoulder reaches high to the sky here. And you can almost imagine like there is a ball under your chin, and your job is to hold it there, not so tight, creating a little expansiveness here with the body. And you can also choose to take a cactus arm if that feels good. You can choose to take this little hand at the hip, or inhale, stack shoulders over shoulder, breathing in a detoxifying breath. You can look down at the ground. You can look straight ahead, or you can look up. And knowing that if you're feeling a little teetery or wobbly, that's okay. You can widen your gait or your stance so you're more on a set of skis or train tracks versus on a tightrope here. Inhale, exhale it out. Beautiful work, my lovely friends. We're gonna exhale that hand back down to the earth here. Coming back here into that tabletop position, my beautiful friends. And then you can swing the feet over to one side. You can take a seat on those sit bones. Wonderful work, and just meeting me back again in that crisscross applesauce. From here, bringing a hand to the heart, closing the eyes for a moment, and just once again tuning into that intention. So if this is your morning practice, your morning stretcher to get you ready for a workout or to just start your day out, set your intention on a positive note, and you can come back to I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. Allow a little smile to curl up on the sides of your lips. Bring the palms, kissing palms to the heart, honoring and acknowledging all that love and that goodness within you. Namaste.